You've talked a lot about Baltimore in the last 48 hours.
I have.
It's not the record that you have with African Americans, but it's the rhetoric that we've been seeing. And I want to go back to what you said on election night. You say, now it's the time for America to bind the wounds of division. I say it's time for us to come together as one united people. I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all Americans.
It's true. And I mean it maybe even more now than I meant it then. But there is a tremendous divide between Republicans and Democrats, between ideologies, you know, whether it's healthcare. I listened to some of the healthcare plans that would be so destructive, and you see what we're doing, and you see what, you know, when you want to take 180 million people off private health insurance, where they love it, they just love it, they fought for it, they want it, they work hard for it, and you know, you want to take it away from them. There's a divide, and that's one of many things. And I'm actually surprised by, you know, the level. Look, it was here for President Obama. It was here for President Bush. It was certainly here for President Clinton, if you go back. But there is a divide. There's no question about it. And I think it can change. I really do. It started on a bad foot when, you know, this whole hoax was created with the Russian hoax today. You see somebody even said it with respect to Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell could not care less about Russia. It's, you know, when they throw out these phrases and they think it's wonderful and they say, let's play it. I do believe that there's a chance that we can do something. It would be in a second term. I really think we could probably do something and a lot better. That would be one of the things that I'm a little bit surprised at. I thought there'd be better unity. We're accomplishing a lot. We're getting what we want. The military is being rebuilt. The tax cuts we got. The regulation cuts are the biggest of any president in history, even if it was a much longer term of years. But with all of the things that we've got, I mean, think of VA choice, think of all of the things that we've got, you would think that that would make people happy.
But they read the tweets. Do you think that you're a uniter as president?
Well, you know, if I got fair coverage, I wouldn't even have to tweet. It's my only form of defense. If the press covered me fairly, I wouldn't need that. But they don't cover me fairly. For instance, today I was in Jamestown. I made a speech that was said to be a very good speech. It was not a political speech at all. It talked about 400 years ago. I mean, it was an amazing, very important period of time. And there was one protester stood up. And he stood up and he held up a sign and he said, whatever he said, something. He got more publicity than the speech got. Now, I don't need publicity, Steve, at all. But I just thought it was so terrible. And it was on Fox with John Roberts. And he talked about the protester for almost the entire segment of that. And I said, isn't that a shame? One guy stands up, not an impressive person. He stood up and he got all of this. He took the whole thing away. One person. It wasn't like, gee, we have 25,000 people going crazy. There was one person. And I say, that's pretty sad.